The ego loves conflict. It loves a kickoff. And like anything, if you can see it, you can manage it. If you can understand what's going on inside of you when those emotions kick, you can actually manage to kind of almost weave your way past them. Let me explain. If you're in a kind of argument, or you're trying to find a resolution with your partner, and you're pissed off, something's really triggered you, and you're trying to work through it. If you kind of allow these emotions to start rising in either of you, and then the emotions rise and you speak out with a bit of aggression, what's wrong with you? What happens is, these are the ego. Now the ego absolutely loves conflict, and it kind of wakes up. Say the ego, you can imagine the ego's in its slumber, just having a sleep. As soon as you raise up with your emotion, you start kind of kicking off, or enter into that kind of sphere, into that circumference of kind of conversation. The ego just wakes up, and it's kind of like bang. And then whatever you're trying to verbalize, or whatever you're trying to resolve, basically what's happening is you're just going to spit poison between each other. The conversation just goes ego to ego, past poison, past poison, past poison. There's no resolution there. So what you've got to try and do is understand that behind the ego is your true authentic self, just sitting there in the background. Now what you've got to do is, how can I sneak past my ego? While my ego is asleep, ideally let's sneak past your partner's ego. And then that's not going to invoke your ego in return, because you get to this heightened state. So the key is, you want to kind of sneak past, keep these two asleep in Z land, and effectively